I'd like to talk about keeping people accountable. I mean, that's a challenge at the dealership level, at every dealership.
Sure is.
How can technology help a dealer keep their people accountable?
So again, my background was fixed operations, and I can remember when I was starting to learn the business, and my mentor said, "You got to spin this wheel, and wherever the wheel stops, that's what you got to look at today." And it was like, okay, I guess that makes sense, but did it? Because I'm guessing at what I want to be looking for. So what if you could constructively actually determine what you want to look at? I could sit there and look at reports all day long, spend hours behind a computer, and I'll tell you what, I've done it before. Started at 7 in the morning, by the time 5 o'clock rolled around, I got through all my reports. Everybody went home. I went home. The next morning, I almost forgot what I wanted to go over again with them. So now if you had technology that actually was looking or specifically looking at certain targets of what you want to measure and focus. Let's just say MPIs. I want to look at MPIs. So if I know my shop is running at an 85% MPI collection, we might be high-fi and that's a great job. But what's keeping us from getting that another 15%? It could be 2 people. The majority of my team could be doing everything great. I got 2 of my technicians that are not doing very strong MPIs or completing them. Now I can look at my report and I can actually see it's Joe and Tony. And I can walk right out to Joe and Tony, and instead of using it as an education standpoint, and instead of reprimanding. And that's the key to it. And that's one of the biggest factors that we do, is that we're always trying to reprimand our staffs, right? Because we're heated. But now if I'm constructively looking for something and looking into the technology, now I can help and educate them to get them to the next level. Even with our advisors. I mean, our advisors, they work hard. They do. I mean, I don't think I could ever be an advisor in my life. God bless them. They get one of the toughest jobs out there. They're moving more pieces. They got more stuff coming at them. And will they forget? Absolutely. So they need something to hold them accountable and keep them accurate and keep them, keep them in a process. So when you're starting to track 20 ROs a day, where some are tracking 30, it's not out of the norm. It happens. You got a lot of quick service and stuff going on in it. Do you know what's going on with all 30 of those customers?
No.
Nobody does. But if you could look at one screen and track every single one of your ROs, what's going on with it? I know this one's in the shop. I know this one's actually waiting on parts. Oh, I can see this one's, it's being worked on by Frank, and this one's over in cleanup. So now you can literally track every one of your vehicles. And how about work in progress at the end of the month? That was always, when I looked at the end of the month, we're trying to cram and get all the work done.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to, look at my work in progress. I'm going to call every one of my advisors, like, we got to get this month closed. What do you got? What do you got? Every day is an end of month now, because every day I can look at that screen and know exactly what's open, what's active, and I can sort it out by individual technicians or individual advisors, and I can sit there and look at Sue. So you got 22 open repair orders open right now. As I can see this stack right here, the rest look like they're going to be completed. They're in warranty. Everything's going to get done on it. What can we do to get these out? Oh, I've been waiting for parts in this one. Yeah, I can see it's been waiting for parts for 5 days. What's happening with that? Now maybe we can step in. So now we can be ahead of the curve on going into that. So that's where you're going to look at technology to try to help you to find out what's going on. And we don't need to listen. We don't need to look at everything. I mean, you can spend hours again looking at every single thing, but there's the few key indicators that's going to get your store to move. And it's again watching that work in progress. How's it flowing? The status of your vehicles, where are they throughout?